I think I just realized something about myself. They're like, if you could be anybody, just be somebody else. Who would you be? I think I'd be Mike Evans, man. I'm such a fuck. I mean, I don't want to be Elon Musk.
You're such a disappointment. Like 5 out of
I don't want
17
people to have
weeks.
to like. You better not count on me. But as soon as you count me out, I'm gonna blow up. That I already am.
Okay, I love that. I actually love that.
I'm a low grade Mike Evans in my life already. Apparently. All right, and hard cut. We're back.
And we're back. So let's go over some of these deflated guys. We're going to start with the quarterbacks. Jameis Winston coming down to earth a little bit. And
whoa.
Fuck that guy.
Come on, dude.
yeah, I mean, 8.34 points, 11 for 22, 111 yards, 2 interceptions. So he's back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks, dude. Like, what's up with the Carolina defense? Like that.
That's sick.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I guess if you spend a year with only defensive draft picks, but go ahead.
J.C. Horn getting his first interception of the
year.
Yeah, J.C. Horn, like you guys know, I thought he was the best corner in this draft class. He's going to prove it.
Let's cut to the clip.
Yeah. Although your boy Eric Stokes had a good game the other night.
Yes, he did.
That was awesome. So
we'll get into that later.
All right. Fuck it.
He's like, I got a whole 15, baby. Don't ruin this. Moving on to Zach Wilson, man. That was an ugly game.
Yeah.
4 interceptions. Yeah, go ahead.
Classic Bill versus a rookie quarterback, man.
Dude, he was smirking on the sideline.
Remember Sam Darnold seeing ghosts? He's doing it again to the Jets.
Yeah, man. And that's a funny story. I remember I texted Dan before the game started. I was like, I don't know, should it be Tua or Zach Wilson? And then it didn't fucking matter. As soon as I saw him throw his first 2 interceptions. But like saw a life out of Elijah Moore, which is always fun for us.
Yeah.
8 targets, only 4 receptions for 47 yards. Nothing too great, but also seen a little life out of. Go ahead.
8 targets is the big number to me there.
Oh, definitely,
that means
man.
They're looking for him in that offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you got a rush and you got your slot right there, throw it to him. But Michael Carter also showing a little life, 10.8 points, 45 snap percentage, 11 of 10, 59 yards, and 2 for 30 for 29 yards.
It's exciting.
It's super exciting, but this is another guy like the Najee shit earlier. Like, this is his bread and butter. Why is he getting 3 targets a game?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, their offense was fucked. Maybe he would have got more targets if they had more time. But it is exciting. 10 points, 11 points, basically.
By week 5, we're going to be talking about him getting 6+ targets every week.
Better be.
He'll be getting the workload Trey Sermon should be getting.
Jesus.
Call back help in the Superflex League, so.
All right, yeah.
So our hashtag KeepBurrowUpright is not looking good, man. He's been sacked 9 times in 2 games, dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
3 interceptions, man.
Penei Sewell, man. Too bad he got drafted right before they took Jamar Chase. Oh wait, that's not what happened. That's not exactly what happened. Stupid ass.
Got a perfectly good Auden Tate on your bench, and you draft Jamar Chase, I guess.
Hey, Jamar Chase looks good, but
he looks really good.
It doesn't matter if Burrow.
Yeah, man.
You might as well
3
be
interceptions,
running wind sprints out there because, like, you're just running with your friend, the cornerback, because the ball is not getting out of Joe Burrow's hands. Apparently.
Yeah, I will say that this Chicago defense, it's only 3 years removed from being like one of the best defenses in the league, and they still have a lot of those players. So. Yeah. It was kind of, maybe they're coming back to life a little bit, and it just confused old Joey Burrow a bit. But no, it still isn't good to see.
Yeah, he was scared. He kept seeing Daniil Hunter over his right shoulder. Like, what? Not again. But so Mark Ingram kind of
Kyler Murray much.
Oh, you son of a he threw 2 interceptions. We should have won that game. Fuck. I'm editing that out. It's like, and we're back, and I'm just crying. Like, another
Man, Kyler's gonna be MVP this year.
dude. Kyler looks
He
so
looks sick as
fucking
fuck.
good, dude.
He looks really good.
He looks too comfortable back there. It's
Dude,
fucking
he's-
Russell Wilson all over again. It makes me so mad.
He's so fast. He's so fast. He's a little boot scooter, man.
Yeah, dude.
Just like Russ, but man, holy shit. I don't even know what to say. Kyler's looking amazing.
Yeah, dude. It's,
I'm excited. I got a VPN for my phone, so now I can just watch whatever game I want.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm very excited.
So another guy,
Whatever porn you want too.
dude. That's
I mean, nothing was ever stopping me from that, right?
the dark web. So keeping on these deflated guys, Mark Ingram. We talked about him a little last week. I forget, he got what, like 24 carries or something crazy like that.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Only 14 this time, 41 yards.
that's still not a bad. Isn't that's kind of bad.
Yeah, especially with Davis Mills coming in, you think he'd probably try to ride the.
Oh, I more meant the yards per carry there.
Oh yeah,
But it's what 41 divided by. I'm not great at math.
it's like 3.7.
Oh,
2.9. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
not good.
Oh shit, I fucked that up. Yeah, not the best. So I don't know. I think Tyrod being gone, I feel like that's the Texans kind of had their week 1 Cinderella run. But
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
there's
fair.
much to talk about except for Brandon Cooks. Maybe he is quarterback proof, Dan.
hell yeah, he's quarterback proof.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, dude.
Sweet, dude.
Dude.
Go Chiefs.
If you thought I was wrong about Rojo, Dan, talk about Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I thought that with that improved offensive line that Clyde would just be, he had 800 yards last year. He was doing all right, He was playing football. He's out there, 13 carries for 46 yards. That's a little better than what Mark Ingram's doing right now. and a prolific offense with, you should be able to get 5 yards of carry without even sneezing in this offense because all the safeties are backing up, man. You should be able to just run all day the way this offense is set up. And he's just not hitting the hole hard. He's just not moving his feet, man. I don't know. He's got like a weird jump step, but it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not coming together.
Well, that and then I think the biggest number 0 targets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0 targets.
I feel like Kansas City tried. I think they got too cute in this game. Like they tried to do misdirection, right? Like they weren't going crazy with Tyreek. They didn't come out of the gate hitting Kelsey very hard. They ultimately went to him, but they were trying to change it up and spread the ball around. It was like the Mecole, like the final interview for his job that he's had for 3 years now.
Yeah.
And he actually, Mecole, I thought he had a pretty good first half. And
Yeah.
so I don't know. I think they were just kind of kicking the tires on this team. A lot of Pringle, a lot of Robinson, just more of an unconventional approach to try to shake things up. That's what I think. Plus, it was a pretty close game. So
Yeah.
It probably could have won that game had he not fumbled the ball.
it was his first fumble
Yeah.
ever. So maybe back the fuck off. That fucking
think-
OA looked amazing. That was amazing. That was an amazing defensive play on his part. So
I may be out on the CEH experience.
yeah, we all are.
I only have him in one redraft league, and I may be trying to trade him to somebody that sits over there because she
Homer.
pay attention.
You really gonna? I was gonna
She
say
does.
that's
Unfortunately.
collusion right there, man.
But
You gotta
yeah,
cook
it's
breakfast.
just he needs to be getting more volume than this, and he's just not. And I don't think he's gonna turn it around. I don't even know if it's on him, but there's just too many things you can do with that offense. If he's not getting volume by now, I don't think he's gonna get it.
Yeah.
That's true. That was always a fear. It's like a Baltimore wide receiver, Kansas City running back. That's just not what they're about, apparently. I thought that the way things were going with Damian Williams, the way he was able to win games for them by making it a well-rounded team, I thought that's what they were going to try to recreate. Because as awesome as the Chiefs are, they're missing a lot. They're very much a one-dimensional team right now. And it's, I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. I'm scared to play the Chargers this week.
Yeah.
It's a scary game.
Yeah.
Shootout time.
The loser of this team will be in the last place in the AFC West. Can you believe that shit?
That's crazy, dude.
That's insane.
Skull Broncos. Let's go, Teddy.
Teddy Two Gloves.
Yeah,
Go
baby.
Broncos? What the fuck?
Hey, man. Let's
What's
see.
a Viking always a Viking?
So, Teddy, that's the case. But so Antonio Brown with 2.7 points, 1 for 3 for 17 yards. Also,
He's
just
hurt.
put on the COVID list.
Hurt with the lungs.
Yeah,
That lung hurt.
that lung hurt. And, Mike Evans comes out doing Mike Evans things, looking sexy as hell. Fucking.
I love Mike Evans. I hate Tom Brady, but I love Mike Evans. I felt bad like he was an afterthought in the first week, so it's good to it's good to see it.
That brings me to AJ's notes here. Can we expect fantasy consistency? No.
Only
you
from
can't.
Gronk, apparently.
That's the
Yeah.
Mike Evans experience. He's
Oh, yeah.
sick for you and then not do anything.
He
Yeah,
might
that
end
works.
up with the wide receiver number 3 for the year, but he's going to have some wide receiver 3 weeks. in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Like, so
Yeah.
no, you can't. That's been him his entire time.
Yep.
Sexy as fuck.
You
Yeah.
can't go for like 80 to 100 with a touchdown every other week. It's like 150 and 3 touchdowns, no catches. Like there's
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's no in between with Mike Evans.
I think I just realized something about myself. They're like, if you could be anybody, just be somebody else, who would you be? I think I'd be Mike Evans, man. I'm such a fuck. I mean, I don't want to be Elon Musk. That sounds annoying.
You're such a disappointment. Like 5 out of
I don't want
17
people to have
weeks.
to like. You better not count on me. But as soon as you count me out, I'm gonna blow. That I already am.
Okay, I love
I'm
that.
like I'm a
I love
fucking.
that. I actually love that.
I'm a low grade Mike Evans in my life already. Apparently.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Damn, I love it. Okay.
Well,
Fuck yeah.
this next section I titled "Say What."
So who now?
Say exactly, and we'll start it off with old Teddy Two Gloves, man. Teddy Two Gloves and Cortland Sutton, man. Cortland is back, baby. Well, we'll see, but Teddy B with 21.22 points, 26 of 24, 328 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then Cortland Sutton 9 of 12 catching 9 to 12 targets for 159 yards, man.
Fuck yeah.
Are the Broncos for real, man?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Playoff team. Calling it now.
Playing. Oh,
Playoff team.
God,
I
it
don't think
breaks my
they
heart.
won't win probably in the playoffs, but I'm calling it now. They'll make the playoffs.
At this rate, they're going to win the division.
dude.
That would be making the playoffs. And
I
would be
know
right.
they're not going to they're not going to fucking make the playoffs, and they're not going to win the division.
I mean, they're about to go 3-0. They're about to play the New York Jets. So,
yeah, they're going to be.
guess who's not starting Zach Wilson this week?
Jeez. So the thing about this team is, the defense is pretty tasty.
Bradley
Teddy
Chubb,
is
though.
amazing. And then if they're doing this with the pass game, 328 yards, that's pretty badass. But the thing is, like, they have 2 RBs that could be starting pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, and they
You
can
know?
get that shit going.
So, so they have everything it takes. I thought they were a quarterback short of being amazing, and then Teddy's like, They were.
He's like
a quarterback.
He's
short.
like, don't hold my gloves. I'll be wearing both of them.
I'll be wearing both of them.
He takes his gloves off. Another pair of gloves.
Dude,
right underneath.
Dude, I'm about to tweet at Teddy Bridgewater. It's like, can you make a video of you taking your gloves off only to have another pair of gloves on? Oh.
Never not
that's
gloved.
so good, though. He is one of those guys that I think everyone wants to root for. Just
For
universally. Like, nobody hates Teddy Bridgewater.
Dude, you can't. And plus that story, man. Like, I'm not even trying to be the Vikings homer here, but like, that team would have been incredible. We go on to be the best defense in the league 2 years in a row, and then Teddy Bridgewater tears it, like basically almost never walks again. Comes back. I mean, you can't not. Yeah, like you said, you can't not root for that guy, man. He's been destined to at least have one good year, and I hope he gets it.
That's right. It's what Tyrod and Alex Smith always wanted to be.
You son of a bitch. I'm over here trying to make inspiration, and you're just like, let's just bring it back to reality, buddy. This is football.
I mean, I love Teddy B. I'm riding that, man. Talk about super flex. He's my savior.
Dude, yeah.
Between him and Jalen Hurts, man, my team. I was just waiting for Justin Fields to start touching. Man, it's going to be... Come on, Mike Evans. Ooh! Sorry.
Then we'll move on to the leading rusher over there in the New York Giants, man. Daniel Jones, almost 30 points.
God.
You know, getting it done on the ground. 9 attempts, 95 yards.
This week. That was fun.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Dude. Yeah, I don't know, dude. He's always looked good running. You just, of course, never respect the guy just because of, you know.
Face?
Yeah, it is the face. That's what I was going to say.
The khakis? Which one?
Classic case of dumb face.
Right? Dude, look at Gomer run.
No, dude, it's stupid. I feel like anytime I'm watching a Giants game, first of all, I'm not paying that close attention.
For sure.
But then I look up and I'm like, who's this fucking dude running right now? And then it's always Daniel Jones. And you're like, God damn, I always forget. He's so fast.
Yeah, dude.
The face.
You look up, it's almost like
Are they going to win the division or what's up?
probably now.
Was this the game he had another rushing touchdown called back?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
He should have had like over 100 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Like bananas.
Yeah, man.
Dude's
crazy, man. Yeah, just go watch the highlights if you haven't seen it. You'll be surprised.
Don't.
Look at the picture first.
Don't
Look
do any of that. Just wait. The Giants will be on TV at some point. You'll catch it then.
Let's keep on this quarterback train. Derek Carr.
Leading the NFL in passing yards, right?
Yeah, man. 382 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, I guess we can expect Henry Ruggs to just have one deep shot a game.
Yeah, if he catches it. It's like it's always been like this. He's just catching it now.
Yeah.
Catching the one. But the guy you need to look out for, Bryan Edwards, that's 2 weeks in a row that he got robbed of touchdowns.
Yeah, man.
And I don't think they're not going away from him.
I don't think Leatherwood likes Bryan Edwards.
There's some there. They're butting heads in the locker room. He's like, "Oh, we're going to Bryan? Nah, I'm holding."
Yeah. Hey, did you say 89? You say 89? Nah, son. Nah.
Right. 89 means hold, right?
Yeah.
Like, how did you get a horse collar called on an offensive player? You know, what the hell's going on here?
They pan the camera to Leatherwood. He's just flipping off, right?
Yeah.
You got 89 tattooed on your script, dude. This is beyond cruel. Oh,
but yeah, dude, he looks good, man. He looks really good.
He does look good.
And also, like, props to him keeping the 89, keeping it old school.
yeah. He didn't go for like number 7 or whatever the fuck crazy people
which has
are
been
doing.
confusing the hell out of me, man.
I hate it.
Steve, I fucking
Watching that Giants game when Sterling's when you said how about number 3, and I was like, oh fuck, that is Sterling Shepard. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Dude, I love the Giants jerseys. That bold, like the bold font numbers.
Oh yeah,
like takes up the whole thing. I wish the Giants didn't suck so bad. I would do it. There's just had one player I liked.
Hey, Sterling Shepard's the truth, dog.
That's true.
Yeah, man.
I'm not buying a wide receiver number 3 jersey though.
Yeah. Speaking of the truth, Cordarrelle Patterson.
What? I mean, he went from, like that guy you slap people for speaking his name. And then now it's like, yes, Prince Cordell.
2 touchdowns. I mean, 7 attempts, 54 yards, a touchdown, 5 receptions, 58 yards, and a receiving touchdown. I'm just glad because you were talking about him.
I was like, I can't pick him up. I
was going to, but I didn't want to do it since he mentioned it.
I literally texted him and I said, hey, I can't figure out who to drop. Go ahead and pick up Cordarrelle. I did taking a shit at work, and then the next thing I see is he picked up Cordarrelle. I was like, of course,
because I almost did it the night before. But yeah, I got high hopes for him, man.
Yeah, man, he's. I mean, I know we're not a DFS prediction podcast, but like, I'm hitting him pretty hard in the DFS.
Yeah, man.
Although I still suck at DFS. Thanks a lot.
Also,
Kenyon
rest
Drake.
in peace to the Mike Davis truthers.
Hey,
yeah, dude.
Rest in peace for the guys who flipped in preseason for a first next year.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And RIP to me, who I was the one who made that trade.
Yeah. What up?
But I got Jonathan Taylor and Mike Davis for Najee in a first. I thought I was adding my depth because of Cam Akers.
Hey, man, I only did that because Henderson, so
yeah,
it's all good. Sorry, Cam.
So let's go back. The Bills' backfield. And I ain't talking Josh Allen.
Marshall.
That was Zuko.
That was Zuko.
Mark. He just apparently knocks fucking
Yeah.
Just
screens out and leaves.
Jesus.
So let me meet the neighbors. Man, yeah, I thought the Bills, I don't know, I thought their whole rushing thing was Josh Allen, and then now we got freaking Singletary ripping off 46-yard touchdowns and getting all these 11 attempts and all this shit, and then Zach Moss is like, hey guys, I wasn't here last week. Let me get 2 touchdowns real quick and just put a pin in it.
I don't buy it.
Which part?
Any of it.
Any of it?
Is their rush. Zach Moss was 8 for 26.
Yeah, I'm
But isn't that what you always expected Zach Moss to be?
Well, he should be a red zone.
They're gonna use Josh Allen in the red zone. I don't know why they didn't do it this week. Probably because they won 35-0, so they didn't need to. They wanted to see what they had with other people. But
Singletary got his work early, though.
Well, yeah, but Singletary did that to me. That's why I was tricked into trading. That was tricked into part of a trade with you.
I'm sorry.
I was super high on him.
I really
I'm fine with that trade. Travis Kelce is crushing it for my team, and that was the main part I wanted.
There you go.
But Devin Singletary was a huge benefit to me, and he does this shit. He gets a 16-point game, and then next week they'll run him twice and not target him at all.
Yeah, he's staying on my redraft bench where I found him last week. Although I would have won that. I had him in the lineup, and I pivoted to Waddle, and then Tua got me. Actually, Rondale Mooooooore was also on my bench, and it was a late night going to bed swap out of the flex that got me the L. So Rondale's looking amazing, don't you think?
Yeah, dude.
Looking at this 8, is that 7 out of 8 catches? So 114
yards. Yak.
You know he leads all rookie receivers in yards.
Doesn't surprise me at all. Man, I like Rondale. I was going to take him in our rookie draft before I gave away all my seconds to move up to get Marshall. I was really excited to get him at the 2-4.
Yeah.
If Elijah Moore wasn't there. But yeah, now I got to look at him on someone else taking a victory lap, get him at the 209. That's a shame on the rest of the league. He should have never fallen that far.
I didn't have any seconds. I would have taken him.
It's all good, dude.
What are you gonna do?
We know you would have traded all your seconds so that you could have got Chuba or Elijah Mitchell or whatever.
Or Zach Wilson.
Or,
Fuck me, right?
No. When you're winning, you're winning, man. I just think I'm glad to see Rondale doing well. I think that the Cardinals are doing really well.
They look really good.
Should have lost. Should have lost that game.
Yeah, they definitely should have lost that game. If
if only kickers could kick. They could kick everywhere else.
you got Dalvin
Except
Cook,
extra
dude.
points and shorter field goals.
I was gonna say just.
The extra point
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to bring this back up, but like you wouldn't even had to do the overtime hit. You made the extra point.
Who's punched
Look,
me?
you got Dalvin Cook. All you got to do is call Mike Tomlin, and he'll say, "Go for 2." Just go for 2, and then you'll never have to worry about it. You won't end up in any ties or 1-point games. Go for 2.
Go for 2.
You'll be down by 5, and then you'll be like, "We can't even kick a field goal because we went for 2 and we got it, so we got to go for the touchdown." And then you go for 2.
Go.
I can't remember his fucking the coach's name. He's never gone for 2 though. What?
Mike Zimmer?
Zimmer.
Mike Zimmer?
Yeah.
Has he ever gone for 2?
No, I don't think so.
Like once? Ever?
Not that I recall. Also, yeah, I saw odds of like the first coach to be fired this season, and he's at the top of the list. Not good odds,
If
Well.
they keep losing.
or really good odds. I mean,
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's a couple guys that are getting fired this year, and it's too
Well,
bad.
I talked about Cliff Kingsbury. It looks like he turned that shit around. So
Yeah, Cliff is.
I mean, he almost
yeah.
lost to the Vikings, so let's just
but
hold
he
our.
didn't. He
Oh,
didn't.
All right, fine. Let's talk about another NFC North team. Go ahead, do your Packer love. Here we go.
Let me pack
I
it
mean,
in there.
I can get into the pack. Monday Night Football, it was great. But I mean, it's the Lions. You know, let's see who they.
I think
see
Dan
what
Campbell's
they-
doing a good job.
No, he is absolutely. I'm not saying that the Lions are like. I mean, they're one of the worst teams in the league, but I don't think it's Dan Campbell's fault. They're just talent deficient. Let's see who the Packers are when they go up against San Francisco. But Aaron Jones, first of all, needs to get more love. I mean, they showed a graphic Monday night. He's second in touchdowns since like 2018, behind Derrick Henry, in front of Alvin Kamara. Like, and he's not even like talked about in that same breath. You know, I don't think he's better than those guys at all. But let's be real. Like 4 touchdowns. But the guy I really want to give credit to is Matt LaFleur. That's the guy that doesn't get enough respect. If any other fucking coach got, like, Matt Rule gets so much credit for getting Christian McCaffrey open for touchdowns. Aaron Jones just got 3, and he was wide open on most of them. I don't know. I think Matt LaFleur deserves more respect. But other than that, we don't need to go into this game that much. You know, it's
Well, it turns
they
out
look like how
Aaron
they should have looked last week.
Aaron Rodgers cares. We found out through the media.
Yeah.
That's good. He didn't care to throw over 255 yards. I mean, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, just 4 touchdowns. I mean, Jameis Winston was the
Hey,
talk of
3
the
of those touchdowns were to a running back. You can't take that.
Jameis
take
Winston was
credit
the
for
talk
that.
of the town, not throwing 150 yards, but throwing 5 touchdowns, and look where he's at.
Yeah, still
Also, did you see that
150
touchdown
yards.
do you see that touchdown to Robert Tonyan?
Yeah,
Stupid.
that was awesome, man.
That didn't make any sense.
I thought it was going to be a hell of a game there in the first quarter.
It did. The Lions were fighting, and they got unlucky. I mean, you fumbled a snap,
Yeah.
and then you have a miss. I think the Lions are going to give people fits. I knew going into this game they were going to give us fits because they just always do. Like, the Lions the last 3 years have always fought and scratched and tried to beat us. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's hats off to them for like just putting their foot in the ground and pushing, man. Because some of these teams don't look like they're fighting that hard. Jacksonville, you know.
Yeah. Lions are fighting. You're not going to beat them without being better than them. You know, like.
Well, between them and the Texans, like these are 2 teams that I immediately ruled out this year to just be fighting for the number 1 pick, and it's looking like it might be the Jets or the Jags again. Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck? Not supposed
Who
to
knows?
back to back.
Yeah, man.
That's a good philosophy for getting good picks, I guess. Lose. Straight
Just to
up.
waste them on people like Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. But to bring up, that was a joke.
Sure.
But,
Got it. We got it.
you brought it up earlier though, Eric Stokes.
Yeah.
I mean, apologies. I didn't hate it when they picked him because of who he was, but
Roll a clip.
just was really confused as to why he went there. But yeah, as soon as they put him in on the outside, man, he looked great. Need to get Kevin King out of there. It's time. Like, that was who they were picking on in the first half. They moved him out of there, put Stokes there, and all of a sudden they ended up with the same amount of points that they had in the first half. So
Hell yeah,
we can
man.
do that. Anyway, that's it. We don't need to do the whole Packers thing.
I'm
I'll
sure
see
we'll have a
what they
lot to
really are
talk
next
about
week.
next week.
I'll be
Yeah.
at that game, actually. I
Oh,
got tickets.
wow.
I'm going. So,
Nice. Fuck
it's
yeah,
gonna be real
man.
bittersweet when Elijah Mitchell just runs it down our throat for 4 scores. But
Oh shit!
Hey, man. 4
Hey,
scores in 7 years
fun
from
to
now,
s-
Trey Sermon will be doing that
4
shit.
scores in 7 years from now. God damn, that was great.
that was,
Well, yeah, we'll just touch on these studs, which I'm sure you guys already all know about. But fucking Derrick Henry, man, does his thing late, man. Dude, like, the thing about Derrick Henry, not only did I play him this week, so I'm a little extra frustrated, but I feel like I've played him several times, and I don't know if you guys have. It always seems like you're so hopeful, and then it's like the middle of the third quarter, and you're like, did Derrick Henry just score 20 fantasy points in like 4 minutes? What just happened? And then you
Yeah.
think it's done,
You don't
and then
go
you
to
look
sleep.
back, you're like, holy shit, 15 more points? What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Like,
He's one of those guys, like, if he's in the night game and you're like, yeah, I'm tired. It's like, no, you have to watch. You have to watch till zeros on the fucking time clock because you have to stare him down. Otherwise, you go to sleep, he's going to bust out an 80-yard touchdown and fuck you over,
yeah,
man.
oh yeah, man, or a couple of them. But
Stupid.
speaking
yeah.
of a couple,
a Cooper, a
This is my
Cooper
couple
couple,
of runneth over.
a couple of points for Cooper Kupp. Jesus, 36.8, man.
You must have muscles to flex.
Which Cooper Kupp barely has any of, but for some reason,
He's got pretty cool facial hair. Like my
well,
man
now he's got a
Christian.
competent quarterback.
yeah, he's just.
Let's go.
It's like the first year that all the fantasy analysts weren't just like, I'm telling you, Cooper Kupp's year, and then it's just like he does okay, and finally no one talks about him, and here he comes emerging.
I was into it.
His ass is going to get hurt.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yep, and then it's 2-2 Shatwell time.
It'd be Robert
I'm riding
Woods.
high.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Cup train right now. So,
I'm all about it. I'm looking for
Oh, it's-
misdirection. Get a little Van Jefferson pulling in that parking spot.
Oh shit! And then we got Kyler Murray. We already talked about him. He did pretty good.
Yeah, I'd like to see more than 31 rushing yards out of the guy.
Hell yeah!
But those are
I'd like to
Edwards
see
Helaire
less than
numbers.
2 picks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that second pick was not his fault. His receiver really fucked him on that one. Then Tyler Lockett, man. I wrote down here like, is this deja vu? Are we just like?
This is Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, man. He's gonna do this maybe 2 weeks from now, and then never again.
You'll see him in like week 11. and then
then-
you'll lose your playoffs by starting him when he gets 3 points.
Yep. I wrote down James White with 18 and a half points. You know, only 5 attempts for 20 yards, but he's doing James White things, man. He's got that nose for the end zone and
He's the red zone guy, man.
Yeah, the red zone and got that nose for the, like, and he just gets the receiving work. So PPR, like what we play in, I mean, fucking James White doing funky stuff. The James Brown way. I wanted to make a joke there, but it's not gonna work. Speaking of Brown, Hollywood Brown.
Hey, there you go. Speaking of James Brown, I didn't know he's from, Hollywood, Florida? Is that what the people were saying? I didn't know.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
where he gets his name?
That's why his nickname is Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood with 23.3 points, 6 for 10, 113 yards, and a touchdown. I just kind of wrote down Bateman, like, question mark. I mean, is this going to be... Do you guys see this as a consistent thing?
It is already consistent. Look at his.
What his targets?
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it, but.
Well, I'll look up his targets real quick.
Okay, all right. I mean, 10 targets is a little nuts, but
He was 6 for 6 for 69 yards and a touchdown last week.
that's true. I'm talking about. Let's see.
But even with someone like Rashad Bateman coming back, or I guess not. I guess wouldn't be coming back. Be there for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's kind of on a touchdown terror right now, man. I think in the past 8 of his games, he only has 1 without a touchdown, and he put up 79 yards on 7 catches. So I think he's consistently being better than I expect this guy to be personally. But
Fair enough.
yeah, I mean, whatever. I think Sammy Watkins gets put out, way out when Bateman comes back, and that was 7 targets right there. So
Okay.
that's where I'm at. I think that Hollywood is pretty much fireproof, man. I think it's going to have a good year. Better than I would have ever expected.
I guess we will see, man. I like.
Oh, Seaman.
And then we got the tight ends, Hawkinson. I think we can pretty much guarantee this as a week-to-week thing. 8 for 9, 66 yards and a touchdown.
Fuck yeah.
I don't think we have any complaints there. And then Gronk. What the fuck, Gronk?
Did you guys watch
Is he just going to have 2 touchdowns a game?
Yeah, 2
Yeah,
touchdowns.
he's going to get 34 touchdowns this year. By 9.
Yep, he's going to have 30. Dude, Gronk's going to have 34 touchdowns and 280 yards.
That's fucking Mike Evans numbers, man.
Yeah, dude. Gronk's in town now, baby.
Did you guys watch
Did you
any
guys
of
see
the...
Peyton and Eli telecast?
No, I didn't.
Yes.
See any of this shit? Okay,
Yeah, I was just
so-
about... that was
all,
nuts.
He says he doesn't watch tape. There's people that watch tape for him, which is hilarious. Gronk does. That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then also they ask him if he practices for red zone, and he goes, "Nah, I don't go to practice on Wednesdays. That's when we do red zone. I don't need to practice the red zone. I know
just
how to do that shit."
Well, that cracked me up. He was like, I don't watch tape except for, sometimes right now. And I was like, you're not watching tape, dude. You're watching a football game. Are you playing either of these teams next week? This isn't.
Oh my god!
This is watching football. This isn't watching tape.
He said also. He said I
part of the quote.
He says I don't. I just asked Tom who's covering me or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
Well, he said that, and then he says, "I don't watch tape. I just run past people."
Yeah.
All right.
And then he was like, blocking's a big part of my game. And then Peyton was like, let's just talk about this game now. I felt bad for Eli. I was like, damn, dude. Sorry.
Talk about a bad case of dumb face.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. To go from Eli Manning to Daniel Jones.
I just remember those SNLs that Eli hosted, man. I was just like, I guess I'll watch this. I mean, I do like SNL, but fucking Eli, dude.
Yeah, man. It wasn't actually that episode wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah. I guess. Do we have anything else to say about week 2 from you fellas?
No, it's cool. I'm ready for week 3, I guess.
No, that's cool.
Fuck, that's cool.
Glad dude. That's how I feel. I was so excited for football, and now I'm looking at my fantasy teams, and I'm just like, yeah, I guess week 3 we'll do it.
To me,
I'm pumped for week 3.
Yeah, you fucking, of course you are.
I don't know, man. Fantasy to me now, I don't know. It's just football. I love doing this with you guys, and I love the off-season stuff, and then I like watching football. So it's I hope my fantasy teams do well, but on the real, I'm just really excited to watch all these guys play. So
Yeah, me too, man. I'm ready to get later in the year to watch these rookies that we've been fucking talking about for months and months.
Oh my God.
See them kind of come into their true form.
I like that. Yeah, I drafted
Final
all
form.
the fun. Come on, dude.
Tell that to Brandon Ayuk, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fucking peak as your freshman, bro.
But yeah, hey, you want to do that box score?
Yeah, man. I'm here we go. Boxscore Boomers coming at you after week 3 of the college action. It's going to be ever evolving. I'm trying to kind of filter out the freshmen because I don't want to get you guys too hyped on guys that aren't going to be coming out in the draft for like the rest of your life. But there's one guy I got to talk about, and that's going to be Travion Henderson, Ohio State, man. This guy is a freshman. He's 5'10", 210 pounds. And this was a pretty good game against Tulsa. He went ahead and blew the shit out of the world. Let me just tell you real quick. He had 277 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. So, pretty good. But he's a freshman, so... I mean, like, what do you say? What do you say about a guy that has 277 rushing yards and a 41-20 blowout? Yeah, like, that's awesome, man. So we'll see what he does. No receiving work, so that's exciting. And last week he had 54 yards, so could be a little bit of a fluke. But some of these guys are not fluky. I know this is a hometown kind of sophomore, K-State, Deuce Vaughn.
Bro.
He is crushing it. He is 5'6", 172 pounds, so we're not super excited for his pro potential. But this is his 3rd game over 120 yards. And
dude, he's a lot of fun to watch, man.
Yeah, he is squirrely as fuck.
Can we talk about the leading receiver on that team?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Dude, leading receiver last week, I don't know what his first name is, but his last name is Immature Baby.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
damn.
I didn't look up if he was brothers. Otherwise, that's pure coincidence.
I'll
But
go out on a limb and say that they're related.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I didn't get the first name either.
I couldn't tell if it was spelled the same.
It was definitely spelled the same. Yeah, man. There's another Immature Baby out there, and he's a K-Stater, man.
What the fuck?
It's
yeah,
crazy.
dude. I was looking up those.
Fuck did we get ice cream?
I mean, I don't know. We all love Josh Immature Baby. So.
Daniel Immature Baby.
Oh, I'll never forget that. I never forget Daniel.
Tight end.
I'll put him on the list. Look out, Immature Baby.
About how normal the first names of the Immature Baby family have been so far?
They're really trying to buck a trend.
Oh, there's 2 more, David and Jordan.
What the fuck, dude? Just embrace it, man.
Sean, Immature Baby, coming soon.
Right?
Hilarious. So K-State's up against Oklahoma State this week, so we'll see if Deuce Vaughn can make it on a big name school like that. But sticking with the running backs in Oklahoma State, Jalen Warden is a senior, 5'8", 215, and he had 218 yards on 32 carries with 2 touchdowns. So
what's his burst score though?
Hey man, we gotta everyone stick around. So it's gonna be pretty exciting. I'm just gonna jump around a little bit. There's a guy. Sorry, Tay Chandler for UNC. So we all know that the UNC running back room got a little empty last year.
That we did.
Well, after last year, this guy comes in and hits 198 yards and 2 touchdowns. So that's pretty exciting. Like, what was this guy up to last year? I don't know. Well, it turns out he is a 5th year senior, and his first 4 years were at Tennessee. So he's a transfer. So last year he hit 2,000. Well, over his 4 years at Tennessee, he got 2,000 yards with about a 4.8 yards per carry. So he's a little bit older, but he's doing UNC things, looking good. That UNC game, man, that was just a crazy fucking game. Virginia, UNC. I'll just roll straight into the quarterbacks here. Brennan Armstrong, which Armstrong is a pretty sweet name for a quarterback.
Not a bicyclist.
This guy had 554 yards passing up against UNC, and
Jeez.
yeah, it was nuts. He's doing pretty well. He's a junior, 6'2", 215. If you guys care about the size of a quarterback, he's not short, so he's kind of not tall though. Anyway, he's second in passing and in passing touchdowns on the year, so he's a pretty exciting guy. Another exciting guy is Tanner Mordecai. I'll go with Mordecai. Yeah, I'll go with Mordecai. See, the fun thing about not being able to read and these guys all being in college is I haven't heard anyone else say their name yet. So I'll go with Mordecai. He's playing for SMU, and they were up against Louisiana Tech. He put up 395 yards passing and 5 touchdowns. So this guy is in 3 games has 16 passing touchdowns on the year. So he's doing pretty well. They're up against TCU next week, so that's a little more competition than Louisiana Tech. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do want to say little Tua's little brother, Tagovailoa, up in Maryland. He's having a pretty good year, but he's only 5'11", 205, so it's a little frightening to see what happens. He's not really riding the wave. That's not a Hawaii joke of his older brother, but he did have 350 yards and a touchdown. But he's been pretty consistent in Maryland, so I'm a little bit excited to see what's going on there. Let's just jump over to the wide receivers. I'm just going to touch on this UNC Virginia game, which I guess I wish I had watched because these guys were going nuts. Josh Downs, UNC sophomore. He's a little guy, 5'10", 180, and he had 203 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then on the UNC side, we have Dontavion Wicks, who is a sophomore, 6'1", 205, and he put up 183 yards and a touchdown. So that was a pretty high-flying game. But let's touch on a couple of guys that I'm super into. I know I talk about him sometimes, but Drake London is a guy I've been watching for about 3 years. He's at a USC, and he is a junior, 6'5", 210, and he put up 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I'm really excited to keep an eye on him. And then I've got several guys I'm skipping just because there's so much college football. It's really fun to do this Boxscore Boomers. But the last guy I'll mention is out of Ole Miss. We know there's been a string of baller Ole Miss wideouts coming out, and Jonathan Mingo is a guy that I've seen a little bit on film, just watching a little Patrick Surtain action. He was up on Mingo in those matchups. And he's a junior, 6'2", 225, so that's a pretty big dude. He had 136 yards and a touchdown up against Tulane. So I think I'm going to try and kind of touch back on a few of these guys. I really want to go mostly Power 5, and I kind of focus on the Big 12 this week just because they were pretty interesting in the box scores. So that's your box score boomers for this week. I will get a tight end in there somewhere. Don't worry, tight ends in college are fucking lame, though.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Yes, sir.
There's usually one of them, and they play for Iowa.
Right. Iowa has 2 of them this year, and neither of them have risen to be the alpha on that team yet, but we'll get them.
Well, shit, boys. I guess that's it. I mean, y'all should follow us somewhere, subscribe. If you made it this far, I don't know why you're not. So, all right, well, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. It's Rough Draft Research out.
Capital R, capital D, and capital